The first quarter sector retreat for 2024 is set to take place under the theme Strengthening Synergies for the Achievement of 2025. This significant gathering will reflect on the achievements of the past year and lay the groundwork for future successes in the higher education sector. As stakeholders come together, the retreat will serve as a vital forum to identify key performance indicators, explore shared resources, and develop actionable strategies. These efforts aim not only to enhance institutional performance but also to shape the future landscape of higher education in the Gambia. Focusing on collaboration and innovation, various learning institutions will engage in meaningful discussions that will drive progress and ensure the achievement of their collective goals for 2025. Here is Mrs. Ndaifatu Taraware, the Deputy Permanent Secretary for Administration and Finance at the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology.
This retreat is not just a moment for presentations, but a strategic forum where we collaboratively identify key performance indicators, explore shared resources, and develop actionable strategies that will shape the future of our institutions. Over the next 5 days, we'll engage in meaningful discussions, review sector-wide challenges, and establish a unified vision that aligns with national and global educational priorities.
Professor Mamadou Mustafa Fane outlined key areas for improvement, such as women's representation and the delivery of quality service in the sector.
In terms of gender, you can see on the table here, the chairpersons are all men, so we can work on having ladies to catch up. The gap is wide in the Gambia. When it comes to the education sector, it's a male-dominant sector. For example, in the university, we have more boys than girls, or more males than females. So we need to look into trying to close that gap in terms of gender. I think this is a thing that we need to report when it comes to our second quarter reporting. How can we bring in more of these girls to this area? I know there was a policy in terms of access for girls in education, but how can we bring more girls in the teaching field? You talk to in terms of the professors, in terms of the lecturers, you only still have few ladies. How can we bring in more of these ladies to be lecturers, to be heads of departments? And I think this is a thing that we need to do to look into closing the gap. So when it comes to quality, I think we need to do more in terms of quality, in terms of relevance too. What are we teaching? Are these relevant now? What we taught in terms of 20 years ago, are these relevant now? No. We need to change things and see how we can think things that are relevant. Research is key in terms of development.
Dr. Brahma L.J. Jambe, chairperson of the Civil Service University, formerly MDI, outlined major transformation plans for the university.
The Governing Council of the CSU held its maiden meeting and has scheduled a forthcoming meeting to address key strategic issues, including reviewing financial statements and the budget proposal for 2025. Also, examining the Moherst budget for the transformation of MDI into civil service university, reviewing the draft CSU prospectus.
Professor Pergamus, Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, underscored 5 key roles for the growth of various institutions and highlighted how higher education plays an important role in the country's development as stated in the National Development Plan, NDP.
The role of higher education in national development. As we deliberate, let us always remember that higher education is not just about producing graduates. It is about equipping individuals with the knowledge, skills, and competencies to drive economic growth, social transformation, and technological advancement. Our institutions must remain centers of excellence, committed to research-driven solutions that address national and regional challenges. Call to action. This retreat is not merely a formality. It is a working session that must yield concrete, actionable outcomes. Concrete and actionable outcomes. I urge each of you to actively participate, to engage in discussions with an open mind, and to propose bold, innovative solutions that will propel our sector forward.
Reporting for GCTV News, Aissatou Koli.